Radio. Join us each Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern for In the Garage with Bodie Stroud. So wipe those hands, put down those tools, and pull your garage stool up to the bench and join us for an hour in the garage. Brought to you by Steel Rubber Products.
Flying high at 60,000 feet on the very cusp of outer space, he is strapped in and ready to dive bomb the pernicious peddlers of the pornographic politic. So run for cover. It's the Fred Dryer Radio Show. Incoming! And now, here is your host, Fred Dryer.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Much to discuss with you today. Many things going on. I looked at the news ticker tape here over the last week or so, and trying to see not only what is coming up, but certainly what has happened. And one of the things that I really found myself paying a lot of attention to was a great American, the passing of a great American, Neil Armstrong. And I want to say a little bit something about him at this time. 43 years ago, we sent men to the moon. Neil Armstrong stepped out of the spacecraft as he was walking down. He said, "One small step for man, one giant step for mankind." 43 years ago, and I was a young boy, about 23 years of age. I was playing professional football for the New York Giants. I had just been drafted by that team, and I was playing in a college all-star game with a lot of my contemporaries. We were going to play the Jets, and I remember we were on the way over to the practice facilities there at Northwestern University in Chicago, and I was sitting in the back seat of a jam-packed station wagon with a bunch of football players stuck in there. We were on our way over from the Orrington Hotel, working our way across town over to the campus, and driving up onto campus, I heard through this real tinny, cheap dashboard speaker the fact that we had actually landed on the moon and that Neil Armstrong was about to step out onto the surface of the moon. And so we all yelled for the driver to turn the radio up, and he did. And it was one of the most exciting things, I can remember in my short, brief, happy life, was the day that we actually landed on the moon. And how this great man and these very, very brave astronauts could, for the first time, get into a capsule, half the size of a Volkswagen, and somehow make it to the moon, land, organize themselves, and not spill a drop of tang in the process. And find the hatch and get out and step down onto the surface of the moon. It was just an absolute a joy for me to be 23 years of age and to hear this through that little tinny cheap radio in that '67 Ford station wagon. And today, what I thought about was not only that great event, I thought about Sheila Jackson Lee. I thought about Sheila Jackson Lee at NASA asking the guy to please point out where that gentleman stepped out of the capsule and planted the flag on Mars. And I lost it. I just lost it. And it's taken me a couple of days to recover. And Sheila Jackson Lee, Madam Queen of Texas politics. I'm Fred Dryer. We'll be right back.